Burnout isn't just about being tired. It's much more than that. It's when your body or brain start deciding your future for you. For me, at first it was physical. When I was in my mid 50s, my shoulders started wearing out. Every day it got harder and harder for me to do my job. That's when this old vet started realizing something I wasn't ready to admit. The pain wasn't the scariest part. The scariest part was realizing that my entire future depended on my body never slowing down. I had put off planning for retirement until later, and now later was slowly creeping up on me. I worked construction for the bulk of my career. It wasn't exactly the career I dreamed about when I left the service, but it paid the bills. That and pizza delivery and a few side jobs. I worked 60 to 70 hours a week for years, and when your paycheck depends on your physical output or the hours you put in, you don't really have time to think about an exit plan. All you're worried about is getting through the week. My military training taught me to push, to adapt. And when the thought of retirement came up, I just thought to myself, I'll take care of that later. Then somewhere around the age of 55, my body started pushing back. My shoulder wasn't waiting until later. It was hurting now. I didn't have a backup plan. I had hard work, but hard work isn't a plan. It's a philosophy, an attitude. And with my body wearing down, my future was looking cloudy, to say the least. I would lie awake in bed for hours thinking, where do I go from here? What do I do now? It wasn't like I had some hidden skill somewhere. It wasn't a second option sitting on a shelf. Go back to school? At my age? I mean, it's a thought, but what's the cost? And besides, I was already working 60 to 70 hours a week. How do I fit that in? What's the move? If you've ever felt your body or mind pushing back before you were ready, hit that like button. That lets me know I'm not the only one who's had this conversation in his head. Here's the part that I hate to admit. I stayed in construction way too long. Not because I loved it, but because I didn't know what else to do. Construction was all I really knew. Now, I had always prided myself in being able to figure things out, and I had no reason to believe that I couldn't do that here. But this wasn't something you could just put a band-aid on and it would go away. This needed some serious attention. And over the years, I tried a lot of different things. MLM, affiliate marketing, those work from home things. But I could never get them to work. I even tried starting my own food delivery business. That was way too much work for one guy. I reached a point where I was able to at least tighten my budget so that I could get by on my construction pay. But eventually, I had to give that up. My shoulder was killing me. I was done. I was nearing retirement age when I decided to start driving, working for rideshare. Different job, same structure. Trading your time for money, energy for income. I didn't work, I didn't earn. The worst part is, I had to work 70 hours a week to make the same amount of money I was making in construction. So I was back to that again. It started to wear on me mentally. And that's when something clicked. Changing jobs doesn't fix burnout. Changing structure does. Because if your income still depends entirely on your physical output, you haven't solved the problem. You just relocated it. I didn't need motivation. I had plenty of that. I needed leverage. I needed something that didn't depend entirely on my body or my hours. A way to build a better future. And I'll be honest, after losing $50,000 in a previous business venture, I wasn't about to gamble again. I wasn't chasing hype. I wasn't looking for shortcuts. And when your body forces the conversations, you stop looking for excitement. You start looking for structure. That's when I started paying attention differently. And I finally found something that checked all the boxes for me. Someone showed me a proven blueprint on how to build an income online. If you want to take a look, the link's in the description below. Go ahead and grab it when you get a chance. What caught my attention wasn't promises, it was the mechanics. Legacy Builders is a structured business model. You get a pre-built website, so you don't have to worry about trying to figure out how to do that. And you get digital products already created for you. You don't have to worry about trying to figure out what to sell. And you get step-by-step training that shows you exactly how to set up and run your own digital marketing business. And you get guidance on how to figure out who your perfect customer is, how to create the content geared toward them, and how to market your product on social media. And one of the coolest things is they show you how to set up your automations so your business is running 24/7. Even when you're out playing. It's not MLM, so there's no need to create a downline or recruit your family and friends. You're learning how to build and run your own business the right way. And it's not affiliate marketing, so you're not getting a tiny little commission. You got master resale rights. You get 100% of the sale. But here's what mattered most to me. It didn't depend on my shoulder. It didn't depend on me working 12-hour days. It depended on learning new skills and building leverage over time. And being able to work it in just a couple hours a day allows me to fit it into my schedule. That's different. If you appreciate real conversations like this, no hype, no fake numbers, consider subscribing. That's what this channel is all about. Here's the thing, I wasn't trying to get rich. I was trying to stop depending completely on my body. I didn't want my shoulder or any other body part deciding my future. I wanted a backup plan that made practical sense. I'm in the process of building something real, something I could actually turn into my retirement plan. And honestly, I wish I started building with this kind of leverage when my shoulder first started hurting, instead of trying to outwork it. So hey, if you're feeling worn down right now, if your body's starting to push back, if your brain's on overload, don't just grind harder. At least take a look at a structure that doesn't depend entirely on your physical output. If you want to see how the Legacy Builders program works, check the link in the description below. You'll not only receive the Freedom Formula Blueprint, you'll also receive a mini training video on how it all works. Look at the mechanics, see if it makes sense for you. But more than anything, don't wait until your body makes the decision for you. Peace out.